What's going on, everybody? Left Farmer 73 here. It's good to see you or not see you for a reason. I read something today that I said, you know what, I feel proud of. I read a comment that made me feel proud. That comment said, I'm not going to say it exactly. I don't want nobody to pick it out. The gist of it was that lifestyle ain't for everybody. How you doing? How you doing, Miami? How you doing, Unique? How you doing, Mick Mahoney? Mick Money, how you doing? Peacock Homestead. What's up, Earl J? What's up, Rosemarie? Hi, Natasha, Samantha, Kay, Renee, Tarsha. Sound like I'm Lisa, Pamela, Angela, Renee. I love you. You from around the way. How y'all doing? The names were sounding too familiar. How y'all doing? Listen, I read something, and now it's not a bad thing at all. It was, somebody said they saw me and my daughter and my son-in-law on the land, and they've been following this journey that we all on. Right now, I'm at Easley Island because I'm just coming from a meeting. I had to take care of some business, but the comment got me. The comment said, that ain't for everybody. Now, I'm going to say it. I'm trying to say it nicely, and I'm not going to say the rest of the stuff that they said. It was a negative comment, but what's up, Jerome? How you doing? It was a negative comment, and I've heard it several different times. This one was kind of, kind of rough. So I'm not going to say the rest of what it said because everybody going to think it was them. It wasn't, because that been said like it's 30, 40, 50 times. This one was just nasty. And they was basically saying we living gross. How you doing, Lloyd Lewis? Family man in the house, what's going on? They said we was living foul. Vision preparedness in the house, what's going on, brother? I'll be honest with you, family. At first, as a content creator, when you get those negative comments, the first thing you do is you ready to go in. You ready to get upset. Hold on, let me cut this light on, because it's going to get dark before I get. My first intention is to go off, right? I never respond back to people. I just send them off to the cornfield, to the field of dreams. And this one, I read it several times. That's why I said, even though this is a bad, rough comment, it's a good comment. And I said, I'm going to use this to help other people today. That's what I'm going to do. It's people out here that want to make moves in their life. And it may not be your normal thing. I'm come with me real quick. It's people stuck in a rut right now, right? People don't know whether they're coming or going. You don't know if you're going to have a job tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to have a house tomorrow. You don't know if you're going to have an apartment tomorrow. Everybody is up in arms and we just wandering around and not knowing with no direction, with zero direction in our lives. We just existing every day. And stick with me on here. Every day, people is just existing. They're just walking around with no plan, no structure, no goals. They're just happy to wake up another day. My question is, happy to wake up another day for what, though? I'm going to say this, and I'm living proof. If you are in a rut to this day, if you're in a rut, and there's a lot of people that contact me and tell me they're in a rut, and like I don't know how to start. I would like to buy land. I would like to move into a home. I would like to just do better, but I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna tell you where to start, and I'm gonna use my oldest son as a kind of example. My oldest son wanted to be a auto mechanic since he was a baby boy. When he got older, he see the politics behind it. It's just not fun to build a car anymore. It's not fun to work on cars anymore because the politics and the money got involved. My oldest son is a great artist, and I'm not just saying this because he's my son. He is incredible as an artist, digital and just all, he's incredible. But I gotta be honest, once that money and the politics and the red tape get in the middle of your passion, you lose that passion for what you had, right? So I told him years ago, like I'm telling y'all, one of the things that's holding you up is because you still trying to be a mechanic. Everybody's saying that lifestyle is not for everybody. How do you know? How do you know? You don't know. You're what you're saying is you can't do it. No, I'm not even gonna say that. What you're saying is you're too scared to try something new. So my son, as a mechanic, I said, son, what did I do when you was a baby? I was a mechanic. What did I do from there? I worked in a billion different automotive plants. What did I do from there? I was a truck driver. What did I do from there? I was a nurse. What did I do from there? I was a grave digger. What did I do from there? I could go on and on and on and on and on. A mailman. I've been almost everything on the standard list of jobs to have as when you were a little kid. I was almost a police. I was training to be a police officer. Can you believe that? Me? Training to be a police. I tried out for the fire department and that didn't go through. Well, I didn't follow through. I was a nurse. My mentor wanted me to go and be a doctor. I've done it all. A mailman, a nurse, a policeman. I've been everything the children dream to be except for an astronaut, you know? And you know why? I ain't gonna say why I'm successful. I'm just saying why I'm not hurting financially, mentally, because I didn't put myself in one freaking box. I didn't just say, well, for the rest of my life, I'm going to be a mailman. For the rest of my life, I'm going to be a nurse. Y'all can see this from me on YouTube. Leah, what happened to your gardening? Leah, what happened to your prepping? Leah, what's going on with these generators? Leah, what you doing walking and hiking? Leah, what is this all about camping? Leah, what is this about family time? I do whatever I have to do to solidify the success of me and my family's outcome. I'm not just one thing. That's why the little gang member stuff back when I was young, I can't be on the blue side because some of my friends is on the red side. I hangs with the dudes on the red side. And so I can't rock with just this one thing and give my all to you. The only thing I give my all to is God. That's it. This man-made stuff going on here, this system that's built here, I'm going to try everything that I can. Even when everybody go and start putting their money into the stock market and stuff. You don't put all your money into this one stock. It look all right, but how many of them stock offers look all right? Just all right. If you go to Las Vegas, man, I'm not putting all on red. Give me half on red, half on black, and put some in my pocket. I just don't. So when the person said that lifestyle ain't for everybody, and everybody know what we've been talking about. We've been talking about pooping in buckets, peeing in damn containers, recycling our urine, growing food, eating chicken eggs fresh off the farm. We've been talking about learning how to heat your doggone living space with diesel heaters, buddy heaters, wood stove. We've been talking about all this stuff, trying to stay warm or trying to stay cool. This is a good one I always get. How do you bathe? How do you wash up? How do you brush your teeth? The same way you do. I just can't just push a button and water come out. I just can't push a button. Everything that we do on the land is calculated. Everything we do takes effort. Everything. It's off grid. It's not, we don't, everything we do, from eating to bathing, brushing your teeth, everything you do normally, getting power, cutting on the lights, everything we do takes effort. You have to think about it. Nothing is this simple. Nothing out on my land is this simple. See that? See how simple that is? I didn't even have to look. I didn't have to pay no attention to that. I take my finger and I push it up and all the lights come on. I take my finger and push it down and all the lights go off. The reason why this subject makes me, instead of making me an old sourpuss, it made me feel good because that person, I'm talking to the nasty one, okay? And for the people to think, is he talking about me? I removed the comment. Y'all comments is still up, so it ain't you, okay? That person actually made me feel good because they said something in a nasty way, like that ain't for everybody, like in a that's nasty. But you know what? It made me proud. I just was sitting there stewing in my own juices. It made me proud because I said, you know what? This ain't for everybody. Yeah, you are right, ma'am. This sure the hell ain't for everybody. And for a second, I took it as an insult. But the more I thought about how powerful that is, I took it as a compliment. Because I said, damn it, you know what? You're right. When I always tell people, it's some folks couldn't make it a week with what we do. You couldn't make it. You couldn't do it, I promise you. I keep saying that. And I said, this woman just literally showed me exactly what I was saying. You couldn't do this. You know what I did? I just came back home the other day. And came back here the other day because I had business to take care of. And you know what I did before I left the land? I said, I called my wife, I'm not leaving. I know I got an appointment, African Dreaming in the house. I know I got an appointment and I'm going to do everything I can do to get there because this is business worthy. But I tell you what, I'm not leaving my land until I clean the land back up because I got a mess out front because all the projects I had going on. I had a boatload, and I'm going to show y'all that video. I got a ton of wood that I need split right now because it's about to rain. I don't want a bunch of big logs sitting in my fuel shelter just sitting there and getting wet by the rain and sopping up moisture. If they split, they still going to dry faster even if they get wet. So I told my wife, I'm going to sit here and bust down as much of this wood as I can get. I'm going to get this place cleaned up, and y'all going to see a video. I promise you this, just to prove my point. Y'all going to see a video where I'm literally splitting wood in my pajamas. I can't make this up. Pajamas, high water pajamas, like Pee Wee Herman, and socks and Crocs. I can't make this up. I mean, I did everything to kind of keep the camera away because I'm out here in pajamas. I ain't got no drawers on. You know, I'm swinging and singing out there, splitting wood, son. Splitting wood in my pajamas, no drawers on, socks and Crocs. That's crazy, even to me. But I knew if I'm going to go in here and put on some clothes, I'm not going to be dirty and stinking because I know this is the last day for these pajamas. I'm not going to go in here and take all this time to wash up, put on clean clothes just to go back out here and get all nasty and grimy just to wash back up because I got to go back to Colombia so I can get... Who am I trying to impress? So I thought, man, I said, look, go on out there and knock that stuff out. I didn't intend to do it that way. I just kind of wanted to see how hard it was to split, how seasoned is this wood or how wet is this wood. I'm going to go and knock on a couple of them with this doggone thumper. And then I'm going to try to use this doggone electric log splitter to split some. Next thing I know, I said, well, I can go and test that power generator I got to do a video on. I can go test that, see if it'll run this splitter. Next thing I know, 4 hours has passed. So it made me say this, ma'am, you damn Skippy, this life ain't for everybody. Because that's not something that you are going to want to do every day. And everybody out there that's either aspiring to be out there off grid, living on your own, nobody around you, or if you already doing vision preparedness, Homestead Heart, Gigi and Eco, all the people that's out there already doing. I always leave out my brother, Bull's Garden, Supreme Family Garden. All these people with this land is really every day get out there and bust their ass to make their lives better. And that's the whole thing, family, that people that's so addicted to this system don't get. They so addicted to this system, they don't realize when you go out in this system and everything you pay out into, whether you go to the stores, the malls, the restaurants, you're a consumer. You're just only consuming. The only thing you got to give back to this planet after you consume all of this crap is doo-doo. That's all you got. You're going to go out here, you're going to leave the house, you done wasted gas in your car because it's only you in this big SUV. You driving yourself around in this big old 2-ton truck, driving around the city wasting gas just to go get some Chick-fil-A. You done spent $20, $30 at Chick-fil-A, and all you got to give back is pollution of the paper and the garbage that you're going to throw away from the stuff you bought and doo-doo. And you ain't even giving the earth back to doo-doo properly. You're going to put that down the toilet bowl and waste about 2 or 3 gallons of water to flush one turd. So, ma'am, damn right, I want everybody that's homesteading or aspire to homestead, number one, get this through your mind that this ain't no game. This ain't easy. And the people that already doing it, I want you to say this. You damn right. You damn right, ma'am. This lifestyle ain't for everybody. See, we all see in Hollywood how the actors move, how the rich people move, how the people with all these millions and billions of dollars move. We see how they move. But when one of our broke asses gets some money, the first thing we go do is buy a $1 billion pair of Jordans or buy a room full of Air Jordans, and we buy a Bentley, we buy a yacht. You know why we do that? That lifestyle ain't for everybody. We get in a lot of trouble with the law. We doing crazy stuff because we don't know how to handle that lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie. Every person that won the lottery, they got videos of the curses of the lottery. Every person that seemed like they win the lottery end up in jail or broke worse than they was before they won the lottery ticket. Same thing with these actors. Same things with these entertainers. Same thing with these singers, rappers, country stars, everything. They get all that money. They came from nothing. They came from either the projects or the trailer home. They gave them all this money, and the first thing they did when they signed that doggone contract, I want a Bentley. You just spent money that you don't even got money for. You ain't even... You ain't did nothing with your money to solidify yourself. But you buying Bentleys and stuff, right? That lifestyle, even though it looks good from afar, it's not for everybody. It's certain ways rich folks move. You don't hear rich folks always talking about how real rich folks. You don't hear rich folks always talking about how rich they is. Not the ones with some sense. Not the ones that we be like, they trying to buy all the farmlands and stuff. Not them. Them the real rich ones. I ain't talking about a dude that got a blown out kneecap and he got a few $1,000,000 and, that ain't going to last long because he's going to be constantly, buying medication for that kneecap. J3GS farm in the house. No, I'm talking about them ones that they children, their ancestors, when we all just relics, is gonna be rich. I'm talking them the real rich ones. You don't know they rich. So all I'm saying is, ma'am, you are damn right. This lifestyle ain't for everybody. And I'm gonna tell you another part too. Just the transition alone, a lot of people can't handle. Forget living on the land and pooping in buckets and digging a latrine and all that. Forget that part. Let's keep it real. African dreaming in the house, African dreaming, you about to go through that transition too right now that a lot of people can't handle. I'm in a transition right now from going to living in a nice neighborhood with neighbors, stores close by, schools close by, everything I need. Literally, y'all have watched me walk to the store before, right? Everything is in walking distance. I mean, literally everything I could ever want is in walking distance. The transition from having that kind of knowledge of being able to flip a switch on and off, your store, hospitals, everything is just, you can literally take a slingshot and hit a hospital, a grocery store, or something, right? That's over. When I'm out there, everything I do, I gotta think. It's the transition of your brain trying to, just moving and downsizing, because we are downsizing from having all this bullshit. Everything I need is right at my fingertip, right around me. I'm in my kitchen. Every room I go in, everything I need is at my fingertip. Everything. So having to get rid of all of my excess stuff to go down to breaking everything down. Me and my wife already spoke. Everything we are going to its bare minimum. Bare minimum. If we don't need it constantly, it gotta go. We don't need that many of that item. We don't need that many of that item. We don't need this. If I'm not using these supplies or tools, it gotta go. And really, honestly, that kind of mess you up. If you're a DIY type of person, I'll fix everything myself. If I got the time, I'm fixing everything from plumbing, electrical, carpentry, you name it. I've been doing this way before I even met my wife. I fix everything. Small engines, rooftop. If I don't have the time and I got the money, yeah, I'll pay somebody. But for the most part, no. This year was the first year I have ever, listen to me real close. This year was the first time I have ever in my entire life in 50 years paid somebody to cut my grass. Ever. I was so busy and running back and forth when I was back and forth out to the land. And here, you can't have your grass like this. I know my neighbors be looking at me like this. Ugh, I can't wait till he gone. My grass was hip high, kneecap high. And some kind of grass out there that's growing that I've never seen before actually looks like, you know, when people, they take their weave off and throw it in the street and it get wet in the rain and it just be there all summer in the street like this. So you ain't sure if it's a squirrel, a possum, a raccoon, or a wig. You don't know. It's some grass out here that grew so tall, it looks like that. And it's almost look like it's so tall that it didn't attach back on top of somebody's head. I haven't cut that down because I wanted to show it to y'all first. It scares the hell out of me. I used to wonder, off a subject real quick, I used to wonder, why don't the street sweeper dude, you know, the people come pick this, they'll pick up a dead animal off the side of the road, animal control in them. They'll pick up a dead animal off the road. But I'll be like, nah, that doggone animal been busted on the side of the road over there by the drain, the rain drain, for like 3 weeks. And they pick that dead deer up that got hit last week, but they won't pick up this damn possum or squirrel or muskrat or whatever the hell that is. I don't know why they won't pick that up. I get out one day to go, I said, I'm going to just scoop it up and put it in my garden and feed my garden. I picked up about 4 pounds of weave. I was wondering, this the only busted up animal I ever walked up close to and it don't stink. You know, I got my mask on and stuff. It wasn't no animal. It was just a collaboration of weave. I was wondering what was like the tan streaks through it. Like, damn, is this a skunk? I hope this ain't no skunk. It had like tan and white streaks through it like Rage on or Storm on X-Men. It was a weave. That's neither here nor there. But you get what I'm saying. I promise you, family, I'm in a transition that's enlightening me so much. Sometimes I want to get on here and do a video and shout to the heavens of how good it feels. And I said, I'm going to get on people's nerves, man. I'm going to get on people's nerves because every day I want to tell you my everything I find out about this journey. Every day I want to get on here and tell you what I just found out. I just found out you can get a high tunnel if you just do XYZ. I just found little or nothing, almost free. I just found out that if you register this, you can do that. I just found out when you get land, if it's so much, you can get this back in your taxes. I just found all this stuff. I find out every day. I want to scream it to the people on YouTube because I'm like, I done did a video like this. We've been doing it wrong. We've been doing it wrong. We keep on looking at other folks and be like, yeah, they got it like that because, you know, they born with it like that. So, you know, we always been held down. We say that. I'm telling you, it ain't just that they all got silver spoons in their mouth. They know the secrets. We keep looking at other people on YouTube and like, how they afford all of that? How they get all of that? You know that's fake right there. Good and well, that's fake. No. It looks so miraculous. All you can think is it gotta be fake. Think about it. When you look at certain channels, and some people even look at mine like, he lying. That don't happen to nobody. Maybe I know something that you don't. And I'm telling you right now, family, it is some stuff out there and there's programs out there and there's things for you for certain criteria. Let me get my phone cord. If you meet certain criteria, on certain things, it's literally I'm gonna say this. Let me make sure I'm on. Okay, I'm cooking. We scream, and I hear this all the time. We scream and moan about the people coming, and please don't follow me up with this. I'm just making a point. We scream and moan and bitch and moan about people coming across the border, steal our jobs, yada yada yada. And then say, oh, well, they get to do this for free because they ain't have to do this, they ain't have to pay that. And the government gave them this, the government gave them that. I'm gonna tell you something. And this is not. I'm not saying this in favor of that situation. What I'm saying is, when they come over here, no matter where they from, and everybody here went straight down to the south. All right, it's people from other countries coming over here too. Not just the southern border. So let's get that out of our heads. When people come over to this country from other countries, they instantly get them on the programs that we ain't paying no attention to. It's billions, if not trillions of dollars out there that me and you don't think twice about. Because you too busy going to work and getting another man rich. You're not thinking of the programs that could benefit you if you go down to your county office and apply for them. No. So what we do is point the finger and say, yeah, when they bring foreign people over, you look, they give them stores, they give them businesses, they give them grants. Them is the same damn grants and loans and business stuff and offerings that we already got. We just don't do the footwork to go get it. So when they do allow them over here, so they don't become too much of a burden on this country, they say, look, apply for this program, that program, that program. And it looks like, well, that they getting free upper hands. You know why? Because they are. The real truth is they're getting free handouts, but they're the same free handouts that we as Americans can get too. We just too damn lazy to go do the footwork. See, they got caught up at the border or whatever, and they was like, look, either we gonna send you back or you gonna make good. That's how this works. Now, I just spoke all the truth in the world, and if you don't believe me, go Google that. I got a friend over there, Grow Family Network, King at Grow Family Network. Go holler at him about his high tunnel. Just for getting in a program because you got X amount of land and you met a certain criteria. You may have had to take a class or two, an agriculture class or something. Once you take this class, you get this thing on a discount for almost nothing. Go talk to him. Tell him Laird Farmer sent you. Tell him Brother Laird sent you. That's how this works. You think some of these farmers is just, they can't afford half this stuff. They on them farm programs. Some of these people, okay, let me just make it a little bit more clear for you, even if you don't know nothing about land whatsoever. Because listen, I'm not no professional on it, the knowledge of land purchasing and stuff. I know what I know. Now, I'm going to break this down to a level that you do understand. Okay, everybody understands, not just homesteaders and homeowners. Okay, did you know, you should know, how many people I got here in this chat tonight is single? Single ladies, single gentlemen. How many people right now? How many people single? Raise your hand. I'm about to make sure everybody understands what I mean by all these free programs or handout type programs to help you move forward in your ventures in life to make things easier for you. Raise your hand if you're single. If you too scared to say you're single, that's fine. Because I'm going to spit, okay? I'm not going to say your name, just say you're single. You know, I ain't gonna front nobody out or nothing, okay? And if you're single and you're looking for somebody, ladies, gentlemen, Just, do what you want to do. Okay? Meet over there's a meeting in the ladies' room. Okay? Just go off. Now, for all the single people watching me right now, there is one thing that you do know and you sure know for sure. You pay higher taxes on everything than I do. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. You as a single person, if you're working on a job, if you're working at a job, they take more taxes, damn near double taxes out of your check than they do for a married person. If I'm lying, shut me up. As soon as you sign your paperwork and on your marriage certificate, your taxes go straight down. As soon as you get married, your tax bracket goes down. You get more money at your job. Every week you get your pay. Your income tax is different. You get to take out different things and claim different things on your tax return now. Everything changes as soon as you get married. Why? Why is things so much easier for a married couple than it is for a single couple? A single person. You met some sort of criteria that the system had in place to make it more beneficial for a married couple to move a little easier than it does a single person. Sometimes I think that's pretty backwards, but it is what it is. That's not the point. The point is it's easier and more things are offered to you. For instance, a home loan. It's harder for a single person with excellent credit to get a home loan than it is for me with half-ass, half-baked potato credit. I can go in there and the first thing that bank asks me, ooh, how much you looking for? 150,000? Okay. How much you make a year? Oh, that don't sound good. Okay. Are you married? Yes. Oh, well, let me just pull out this other paperwork. I can't make this up because this done happened to me countless times in my lifetime since I've been a married man. Once you tell somebody in that bank or for that credit card or in that store line of credit or at this car dealership that you married, they whole demeanor change. At first, they don't want to even be bothered with you. I walk in the car dealership by myself looking at a new truck. Nobody even want to come talk to you. Every time I go in a car dealership with my wife, I got 2 and 3 people beating each other up. Oh, can I help you? Hi, I'm Jeff. Move. Hey, I'm Jeff. When they see you with somebody, because that's collateral. That means if something happened to you, we gonna get the money from her. And with those benefits, that car company or that car auto sales place, they get incentives and benefits for selling it to a married couple. My point of saying all of this. Oh, wait a minute. I got one more to throw in there real quick. Don't mess around and have no babies. You think things get better for a single person with a baby. If you married and start having children, child tax credits. Okay, school credit, school clothes and stuff. I can write off all of this stuff. Child care, thank you for that, crafty mom. Child care credits. So a married couple with children, it seemed like they just start cruising after a while. Like don't get me wrong, y'all married folks, y'all know we pay. But it's nothing like being single. All of us have been single before, right? We know they taking a piece of your body when that paycheck come. You know you'll get a paycheck and they'll be like, what? I just got my, they want a pinky finger or something, chop that boy off. They trying to keep something off you. That is how it's different. If you marry and have children, there's more incentives for you to do things. And even there are certain schools that want you to meet a criteria. Politics even used to be like you can't even apply for the presidency if you ain't married. I think it might be still like that. I'm not sure. My point of doing this whole example is there is beneficial things that we can apply for that look, I don't got a tractor. Everybody keep wondering why I ain't got no tractor yet. How many people been like, well, Eco got a tractor. Ain't you gonna get a tractor? I listen. I love Eco Neighbor's tractor. I see that mug every day. I be looking at him like, oh my God. Oh, stop making me watch that, Eco. I don't want to see no more. I see that tractor and I want it, my mouth water when I see Annabelle. Yeah, vision prepared. My mouth water. You hear me? I ain't playing. I'm serious. Me and him don't talk about it. I done told him. Matter of fact, I was talking to Eco. I was down in Florida look, I'm supposed to be on vacation and it was my 50th birthday. And I'm calling this brother because I'm down at the doggone John Deere store. I'm like, hey, which one you think is good? That's how bad I want a tractor. But you know what held me off? Because he know around that time, African Dreamer say, I want one too. Around that time, I was about to buy one. The research. Sorry, y'all, I wasn't watching y'all videos. Every video was about tractors, how they work, what they do. Right before I sprung, and I was gonna get it, it was between this a John Deere and a Kubota. It was between two of them. I stopped and I watched a video of this family talking about how they got their tractor at the price they got it because they had some incentive program set up for small farmers, homesteaders. What is the Homesteaders Act? Where they got that tractor for a fraction of the price. I'm watching this video of this family like, I can't think of their name. But they got their tractor at a fraction of the price instead of just buying it right out. I'm like, whoa. Here I am about to pay all this money for a tractor. You mean to tell me all I got to do is tell them I'm a homesteader, a landowner, show them my deed, sign a couple paperwork, take a few classes. You mean to tell me I can get that same tractor I've been looking for? Oh, and it's another thing. Certain tractors don't fall under the criteria. That's cool. I don't mind. It ain't got to be a John Deere. It ain't got to be a Kubota. It could be what is that one? A YMT. I'll take it. I said, well, damn. Okay. That's why I ain't bought no tractor yet. Everybody saw me chopping down trees with my chainsaw. And they like, somebody said, when you gonna get your tractor? Why don't you just go get a backhoe? Why don't you go grab it? I am. But I'm doing it the right way. I'm gonna wait and do it the way and get that free. You understand what I'm saying? Why would I go in my pocket just to show YouTube I got a tractor? No, I'm going to wait and save myself, listen, thousands. I don't know if y'all ever priced a tractor. And this is the other thing too. You got to appreciate a man with a tractor because you don't know how big of an investment that is until you go pricing it. And then price out every attachment that they have for the tractor, and price out all of the bells and whistles, safety gadgets, even the awning to go over top, the safety roll bar. Everything costs a fortune. So when I see a man with a tractor, I know what you did. I know what you had to sacrifice to get that tractor. That ain't like you went and bought no Cadillac. That is like you went and bought a Bentley. That is not just an investment. Purchasing that tractor is a sacrifice because you gave a little of yourself and you put a little of yourself on the line for that tractor. I want a tractor bad. But if there are systems in line to help me pay for it, I'm going to just wait. And that's what I'm doing. So my point is, for all of this, you damn right, ma'am, this lifestyle ain't for everybody. If you don't know how to move with the punches, you don't know how to bob and weave, you bound to drizzle. You're going to get knocked out by life. So what I'm doing, I'm going to be honest with you. When you first transition into living off grid, whether you, like me, I'm doing it weeks at a time, now I'm doing months at a time, it don't matter. The transition is baffling, it's mind-boggling, it's mind-blowing. Because even I sometimes be like, you nasty as hell. That is nasty. She was right about that. Now, that's some bullshit. I can't make this up. But I'm telling you right now, you gotta flex. And if you ain't ready and willing to flex with the way this world is moving right now, we can even talk about the weather. We flexing with the weather. You wake up, you put on a coat, you take the coat off, put the coat on, put on a hat, take the hat off, put on some gloves. Because all throughout the day, the weather done went from 31 to 81 to 66 to 75. That was just today alone. I think people thought I was the crazy dude at the bus stop because I'm doing this every 5 seconds while I'm talking. Then I'm taking it off. I'm opening up the buttons. Now I'm buttoning it back up. I'm sitting in the store. I'm sitting in my meeting. They think I'm crazy because I'm hot. I'm freezing. I'm cold. They cutting on the air conditioning. They cutting on the heat. You got to be able to flow with the punches. Whatever the weather, however the weather change, you got to be ready for all that. I got on 2 or 3 shirts, 2 pair of pants. It don't make no difference. You got to be ready to come up out of that stuff and put it back on. That right there, ma'am, you are right. This ain't for everybody. And the people that don't want to change with how crazy the world is and how crazy the weather is and how crazy the system is, you're going to fail in your own juices. You are literally going to simmer in your own juices if you ain't ready to flex. So to that lady that I sent to the cornfield, you absolutely right. I appreciate what you said to me. Instead of me taking it as a negative, I'm going to take it as a positive and say, you are right, man. Everybody can't do this. You know something? I knew when I was in the medical field, out of all the things I smelled, all the things I saw, the reason why they always need nurses, everybody can't do that. I can. That was a superpower for all my medical professionals out there. To all law enforcement, the good ones, okay, the good ones. Everybody can't do your job. Everybody can't run up on people and hope that they don't get shot every night. That is law enforcement. That's what they always thinking about. Everybody can't run into a house fire to save a family full of people. Everybody keeps saying that takes courage. That takes integrity. No, it don't. It do not. It does not take courage and integrity to run inside of a burning building and save people. It does not take courage and integrity to go pumping on somebody's chest trying to bring them back from the afterlife. It does not take courage and integrity. I'm going to tell you what it takes. Everybody ain't got. It's a superpower. Listen close to all my medical professionals, EMS, law enforcement, everybody out there that's saving the world, my first responders. You want to know what it takes? Not courage, not integrity. We tired of hearing that cliche bullshit. I'm going to tell you what it takes. It take a little bit of crazy. there's a little part of you that ain't wrapped too tight to be able to run into a flaming hot Cheeto of a building, okay? A Carolina Reaper building. You know how crazy you gotta be to see this house blazing hot, on fire, people at the top floor screaming, ain't no elevators. I'm not gonna do that if the house ain't on fire, because you got to run up 5 flights of steps with all this equipment on. I can't even make it to the 5th floor just to go up there and give somebody some money that I owe them, let alone the house is on fire. It take a little bit of crazy in there. You know what else would take a little bit of crazy? For them police to walk up to your car and like, hey, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Let me see your hands. Man, you got a death wish when you out in these streets, patrolling the streets. You want to know what else would take a little bit of crazy? For a nurse and a doctor to go to surgically operating on you or resuscitating you to try to bring you back to life. And then after you do or don't make it, all of your this patient's bodily fluids just hit the floor and it's all over you, on your scrubs, on your Crocs, and the doo-doo went through the holes on your Crocs. Now it's on your socks. You ain't got to change the shoes or clothes here. Guess what you gonna do? After this, if that person passed away, you gonna bag them and tag them, take them down to the freezer. And if they did make it, you gotta clean up all that doo-doo and everything else anyway. After you do that, y'all know I was supposed to go on lunch about an hour ago. So am I good? You watch my back while I go? Cause man, I'm starving. You still got doo-doo on you. And guess what's at the lunchroom today? Chili dogs. You go down to the lunchroom with stains, look like you already got chili on you. And you like, Ingrid, I knew you was here. I knew you was working today, boy. You got that chili on fire. Give me 2 of them boys. Extra chili, you know how I like it. Ingrid, you know you my girl. I ain't make that story up. And put some of that chili on my fries too. That take a little bit of crazy. And when you done eating and you got the bubble guts, you about to go back on that floor and save more people. You're going to go back on that floor and see more people die. You're going to go back on that floor and you're going to send people home and hear their family tell them you love them. That take a little bit of crazy. And then you still got to go home to your own family. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. You got to know how to roll with these punches. If you're not ready for it, you screwed. So thank you, ma'am. I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm just here to tell you, you are right. This lifestyle living off grid is not for everybody. You can't do what I do. That's all you just said out of your own mouth. I'm not boasting. I'm telling you what you told me, which is you can't do what we do. The sound of pooping in a bucket makes people cringe. So I always think, forget living off grid. When a storm come and knock your power out for a week, what do? I bet you the kind of person, them people that can't stand what we do, I bet you them is the kind of people that keep doo-dooing in the toilet until it's piled up to the damn lid. I bet you them is the people that when the power finally come on, if they got a 2.5 bathroom home, it's 2.5 toilet bowls full of crap because they ain't got right good sense enough to get a bucket so they can dispose of their waste. They will sit there and flies ain't no air conditioning, nothing in the house. Flies and everything else humming around them dang on bowls, and they gotta smell it, and that's disease worthy by itself. I'm telling you, family, this world is different. This world is different now. I don't know why everybody keep thinking that we're going back to what some people thought was good times and normal times. Everybody keep talking about the normal. What normal? You know what? It was normal for some folks. It was not normal for me and my folks. It's always been horrible times. Y'all seen the movie The Purge. I've never seen it, but I've seen enough commercials to kind of understand what it meant. The Purge, right? At a certain time, all the lights go out in the city and all kind of mayhem starts, right? So there are people in that movie that actually love this day. It's some people that's horrified by it, and it's some people, they cannot wait for the purge to start, right? I can't wait. Okay. That movie, I hate to say it because I don't get into movies like that, but I hate to say it, but ain't nothing different out here in real life. Either you're going to be the one running to safety, or you're going to be the one that everybody is running from. The way things are going, that's what's about to happen. That's what's listen, that's what's happening now. And we just put it out of our head. We try to put it out of our head, erase our memory, and act like it didn't happen. You heard exactly what happened on the news today. You heard that this girl got deleted by this dude because he ain't got right good sense. No other reason. And the only thing you can think when you read that news report is, what the hell did he do that for? There's plenty of women out here. He looked like a decent looking guy. He don't seem like he had no problem finding another one. What'd he delete her for? I'm telling you, this world is already in that phase of these movies that we watch. And it's almost like more and more and more of these movies is coming out. More and more of these movies are desensitizing us to what's about to happen. And they're pretty much blueprints and lessons of get ready for this. From Terminator, Matrix, The Purge, Walking Dead. Unfortunately, everything ain't got to be that extreme, but the gist of it is right on time. Let's cut out the science fiction part of all of that, okay? Let's cut out the science fiction part of that. But the gist of it, of unrest, mayhem, panic, everything, that is already happening to this day. To this day. And everybody think it's supposed to begin with some movie credits, and it's going to end with the good guy coming out on top and the movie credits, and maybe it's going to be a part 2. That's the part we're waiting for. That's bull. Ain't no movie credits running. Everybody think, somebody said, iRobot. What's that one with the little doll doing a little dance? What's that one with the AI doll? Somebody tell me that, because that's hilarious to me. It's already happening. But everybody don't want to believe that it's happening because they ain't seen no movie credits come on. They ain't seen no blockbuster advertisement commercials of the movie of this supposed to be hot in the summer. No. Megan, that's it. Megan, the little dance, she was tearing it up. They are showing us already what's happening. And we keep on closing our eyes like, I don't want to believe it. I don't want to see it. I know it's there, I just don't want to see it. Because Megan be tearing it, don't she? That little dance she do, she scared me with the dance. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. So to that lady, and anybody else to think that way. Hunger Games is already going on. J3GS, I just got done watching your video. Man, you better go plant that garden, man. Go get that garden planted, man. Hunger Games. I asked everybody, should I plant a garden now or just wait till spring? Everybody said, Led, you the one told us, put something in the dirt no matter what. Point taken. I'm going to plant my garden as soon as I get back to the land. As soon as I'm done with this business and go back to the land, I'm putting in that garden. I should take y'all with me. Yo, this is really happening, and it's going to be some people that can't handle this. So again, ma'am, you are right. This lifestyle ain't for everybody. I can't even say it better than you said it. Some folks can't fix their face to do none of this. When the lights go out, hurricanes hit. You know what? Every time a hurricane hit somewhere, tornado, natural disaster, whatever happens, every time a natural disaster happens, most of the people that perish, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say most. A lot of the people that perish, they perish because not because they didn't survive the flooding and the storms and the wind and the rain. They just could not function. They either got towed up by the elements. They didn't know what to do next. They wading in chest-high water, and there's crocodiles and alligators and poisonous snakes and doo-doo water from the sewage, and they have no idea to stay out of that because they don't care. They don't even think about this kind of stuff every day like we do. They don't even think about it. So she was right. A lot of those people pass away or die not because of the storm per se, but the aftermath, the aftermath of the storm. The sicknesses that they all catch, the illnesses, the injuries from wading through water and its sharp objects underneath it. And as people that didn't make it, that passed away during the storm, they're underneath the water, tangled up on branches, and they're not with us anymore, and they've been underwater for a week, and it's 99 degrees outside, and you wading chest high through this water because you don't know no better. It's poisonous snakes, alligators. You think because the water surge came up on land, the alligators and crocodiles stayed out in the pond? Some people think that. You think the alligators are like, whoa, hey, Frank, no. That's the sidewalk up there. We don't belong up there, Frank. We belong right here in the lake. You got to think, Frank, that up there, that's for the humans. Them alligators ain't thinking that. Them alligators is like, oh, Free Willy. they out of here, son. And it's people everywhere. It's snacks everywhere. It's Free Willy. When the surge come and people got water all the way up to their windowsill and their rooftop, it's Free Willy. Them alligators, snakes, and pythons and stuff is not staying where you saw them at yesterday when it was sunny and bright. All you did was spread their territory. You right, ma'am. This ain't for everybody. If y'all don't want to, you don't got to even care about living off grid, none of that. We just got to open our minds for everyday. This is everyday crazy. This is everyday crazy that's happening to us right now. And we acting like our eyes is closed. I wanted to come on here real quick, y'all. It wasn't real quick, but I just needed to come on here and let you guys know, everybody that's aspiring to own your own home, get married, own some land, homestead, whatever it is, start your garden, whatever your passion. Remember, that's a superpower. It's a superpower. gardening. It's a superpower. Everybody can't do this. You will see how many people, how many gardeners in here, your family think you crazy. Planting seeds in the dirt. Eat some food out the dirt. What the hell is wrong with you? You done mess around and got country on me, girl. How many people is stocking up beans, rice, beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, and the rest of your family like, what are you doing? We need that because the holiday coming up. Why is you putting that in 5-gallon buckets? And who the hell is Laird Farmer 73? I'm tired of hearing that sucker name. Every time you putting beans and rice in a bucket, I hear him on the television. I'm tired of seeing him on the television set. Turn back to Jeopardy. Not the new ones, when Alex Trebek was still alive. Nah, not them. When he was alive and still had the mustache. Yeah. I'm tired of seeing Laird Farmer 73. Get him off my television set. You and them beans and rice and stocking food and water and gardening like you done lost your mind, like you a slave or something. They can't do what we do. You got a superpower. They don't look at it like that. You know when they going to finally realize it's a superpower? They going to realize it's a superpower when they asses be hungry and they bellies be turning inside out and you pull out a can of them fresh canned peaches. Y'all hungry? I thought you would be. I'm going to tell you another one. Me and my wife, I saved us the other day, and I did a video. I haven't released it yet. We needed pineapples. We needed pineapples like crazy. Y'all saw me can pineapple juice for a reason. Before I go, I got to tell you this. That was another story. Look, I know some people celebrate the holiday and some people don't, right? Some people celebrate Thanksgiving, some people don't. I needed some pineapples on Thanksgiving Day. I left here because I ain't thinking about Thanksgiving Day. I left here and guess what? I forgot it's Thanksgiving Day. There is not even damn near a gas station open. Nothing. This is a true story. God is my witness. There is no stores open in a 10-mile radius, and I'm driving around in my Jeep, and it looked like the end of the world. Ain't no cars on the street. Y'all know what it looked like on the holiday, when it's the holiday. Everybody in there eating food with their families. On Christmas Day, they in there opening gifts. If you on the street, you on the street by yourself. It's going to be you and a dude over there talking about them spare change. Even the dude that was ringing that Santa Claus bell, even he gone. I'm on the road, all of my city, and I'm looking around for some damn pineapples, and I'm out for about an hour. I finally come home like, hey, forget them pineapples. You know, what do Lady Leia say? She said, didn't you can some pineapples like a year or two ago? And right when she said it, I looked down at the pineapple vinegar. The reason we made pineapple vinegar, because we canned the pineapples and made vinegar out of the skins and the scraps. My wife saved dinner. So I go in my storage and pull out 2 or 3 jars of fresh pineapples. One I made, remember y'all, if y'all was with me when we canned them, I canned 1 jar of brown sugar pineapples. Pineapple don't need no sugar. I just wanted to see how they was going to turn out. And then I canned another one just plain with its regular juices. I saved my own damn day and didn't even know it. I'm ready to change what we having for dinner and everything because I ain't got no pineapples. And she said, didn't you can some pineapples on a video about a year or 2 ago? I canned them pineapples 2 years ago. I didn't need to be out there on the street. That's the first part that I'm telling you. That I saved my own tailbone with pineapples. I know that don't sound like much, but it could have been anything. This could have been a real situation, which was my other point, which is when I was out there in the city and I was the only car on the street, that let me know that I was ready. I'm so ready, I don't even know how ready I am. And I thought to myself, in that moment when she reminded me I can my own food, was how many people, because, I saw other cars out there, it was, few and far in between. How many of them is looking for pineapples too? How many of them is like, oh, you forgot the yams? How many of them is out there? Oh, I got canned yams. I got canned brisket, canned chicken, canned everything. Fruits, pears, apples, pineapples. Everything I pull, a persimmons, wine, everything that I've been making for years is bottled up and waiting for me to eat it. You know what? This is what I'm going to do for you right now before I end this video. Just to show you, I stay ready. I stay so ready, I don't even know I'm ready. That's how, forget that. If you don't get ready, be ready. If you don't gotta get ready. Screw that. Be so ready that you don't know how ready you is. Watch this. I'm about to tear this sucker up. Watch this. Let me give me a fork from y'all. I'm about to tear it up. Look here. Just to show you. I don't keep the rings on. I just keep them there because I ain't got nowhere else to put them. I just sit them on there like that. See that gap? You don't leave your rings on. I want to show you this. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. They still crunchy like the day I canned them. So I'm going to let y'all watch me do this real quick. I'm just trying to prove a point, okay? My own little method. Guava. Still got that crunch. Still got that crunch. You can see a piece of the skin is right there. You see it? Still got that crunch. Oh, that's the brown sugar too. Still got that crunch. You know good and well what a pineapple look like when it's gooey and it's watch this. Look. Oh, I'm breaking it the wrong way. You know what it look like when it's soggy, still crunchy. Tell me I'm lying when I ain't. Eat my own food. Smoke by myself, drink by myself. When I can, by my doggone self. For real. By my doggone self. For real. I'm telling you. I saved my own day. I felt like Snoopy. When Snoopy saved Thanksgiving and stuff, I felt like Snoopy, man. Snoopy saved Christmas. Lady Led, I'm going to give her the credit. Because I'm so ready, I don't know I'm ready. She like, I was wondering where you was going. You know ain't nothing open today. She did the little face. I know what the little face mean. Didn't your dumb ass can about 40 jars of pineapples about 2 years ago that you wouldn't let none of us eat? That look. Love you. Love you. That face. And I'm sitting there like, oh, what I'm really doing is like, ooh, stupid, you big dummy. Family. I'm so ready. And I got pineapple juice in my beard. I'm so ready, I don't know how ready I am. Huh? So, again, and for the last final time, you right, ma'am. Everybody can't do this. This lifestyle is not for everybody. This is an exclusive club of preppers, gardeners, homesteaders, cooks, chefs. This is an exclusive club that everybody cannot be a member of, not because you're not invited, it's because you will not sacrifice to try to get none of the skills to let you be here with us. With that being said, I'll take a couple of questions to get this to an hour and a half, then I'm going to go. Any questions whatsoever? Say they don't want to plan in the hard work. Who just said it? TLC in the garden? That's the part. Pieces of April. What's going on, sister? That's the part. Don't nobody want to do nothing that got anything to do with hard work. Star said, I'm ready to join the club. I need Lady Led to help me find some land. Email me and I'll send it to her. Growing what I eat. What's going on, brother? Andrea Winder says, hey, Led, how you doing? Say, you are right. I hope so. What's going on, Resilient Dad? Say, oh. Cooking with Greatness say, I'm vertical gardener, cooking holistic lady. There you go. There you go. You got to do everything you can do. I'm taking questions for the next like 5 minutes on y'all. You have to put in the work to get the results back. I ain't going to go there, but everybody keep calling it sowing a seed, right? I'm just saying, hey, New Orleans Gardener, what's going on, my sister? How you doing? I got a question. Where did you buy Princess Led's house? It ain't gonna matter because wherever you are, it's not gonna be the same. They different all over the country. Let me see. Can you link the pineapple video? Go to my canning. It's called. Just put in Led Farmer 73 canning, and the playlist gonna come up. It's gonna be me. I can brisket, chicken, all kind of stuff. Pineapples, vinegar. I'm gonna show y'all something else. I'm gonna show you something else. Can't make this up. Look at this. Can't make this up. Here's the pineapple juice that I canned once I was done with the pineapples, right? I just did this the other day. Now, I opened one of my prepping, because remember, stores is closed. So I opened up I got gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of vinegar. I didn't need that much vinegar, but I know if you open that plastic jug of vinegar, slowly, not even really slowly, your vinegar gonna just keep evaporating until there's nothing left. What did I do? I took this is my distilled white vinegar. I canned it up too, because I don't want nothing to happen to my vinegar. Now I can just use a jar at a time whenever I want to. I had that big old giant gallon jug of, what is it called? Whitinghouse vinegar. And I got that for my preps. Once you crack that jug, everybody know, once you crack some vinegar, and it's not in a glass jar. Thank you, the off-grid trucker. Thank you for that. Said, thanks, brother, for the food for thought. Thank you so much. Once you, if it's not in a glass jar, if it's in a plastic jug, for some reason, it always evaporates. Thank you, Growing What I Eat. Say, hit that like button, family. Thank you, Growing What I Eat. Thank you, my brother. So there you go. Can your vinegar. Don't let it evaporate into nothing, because that's what happened to my other jug. It sat up there in the cabinet and evaporated. Here you go. So I said, I'm not going to waste another whole gallon of freaking vinegar. You only use so much depending on what you eat, and what you're doing. I just went on here candy. The same day I canned my pineapple juice. Now it's there forever. Thank you, Messy Homesteader. Say you just reminded me to do an inventory list of all my canned and prepper foods so I can rotate and know what I have. Amen. That's be telling people, rotate your stuff. How you doing, Chaos? Good to see you in here. So I'm just telling you what she said. Everybody can't do this. You right. You right. I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate it because that comment goes to all of these preppers, homesteaders, gardeners, cooks, chefs right here in the Greenhouse Lounge right now watching us. She's saying she can't do what we do. And y'all know all we doing is what we have to do. It ain't even like you going hard and trying, you got some special gift. You know, you got some work to do to figure out, look, if it's preppers in this room right now, you're a prepper, but you don't know nothing about gardening. I got some two-way members that don't know nothing about gardening. They know about guns, but not prepping, or prepping, not about guns, or nothing about gardening for everybody. It's gardeners don't know nothing about two-way, but you got some people, they don't do none of it. All the people in here is like, you know what? I'm good and I'm skillful with my tools, but it's time for me to come over here and learn how to start storing and stocking my food. It's time for me to learn how to start growing some food from these guys over here. It's time for me to start. That's how this works. They're uncomfortable growing food. If you're a gunner, that's not your first thought. But that's the part we all got to stop and break those barriers. Fat guy with guns, Zach Price in the house. He know he growing food. He prepping. He's a master gunner. He's a gunner. But even he said, you know what? I think it's time for me to start trying something a little different. He ain't got to get all crazy with it. But I need to at least know. Because think about this. How are we supposed to educate people into the gun community? Like, we want you to understand the firearm, but we ain't willing to learn how to garden or prep. And I think my brother Zach Price was like, yeah, you know, I ain't about to be digging no holes and living underground, but I get it. I'm gonna figure this out a little bit, right? So before I go, Pamela says I learned to have two 380 with don't. I'm gonna take Pamela. I'm gonna move that because they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. Okay, they'll come knocking at your door. Because remember, it's more people watching us than you think. Okay, say, Led, do you vacuum seal freezer foods? Food in freezers long time. I don't vacuum seal. I actually have a vacuum sealer and I've never used it. I've had it for about 2 years. I've never used it. I don't even know the name of it. It's the one you get from Walmart. It's green. I don't know. Never even touched it. I like canning my stuff. I really do. I thought about getting a food dehydrator. And I was, Black's Tropical Homestead was telling me all about it. And I just never pulled the trigger on it because honestly, I like this. I like canning. It's simple. It's easy. It's nothing to learn. It's nothing to do. You put your stuff in a jar. You sanitize it. You put the lid on. Put the ring on, finger tight. You set it down in some boiling water. You wait till it come to a hot boil. Put that sucker in there, depending on what you got, for about 10, 20 minutes, and walk away. Your alarm go off, and boo-doo-doo-doo, you let that thing come out, let it sit in the pot. That's going to bing, bing. That thing suck in the middle, you see that? And the next thing you know, when it cooled off, pull it out and go put it in the cabinet. Leah, how do you feel about the Harvest Right freeze dryer? I like them. I like them. You understand? It's okay. Let me show you. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. I can show you better than I can tell you. Okay. How do I feel about Air Jordans? How do I feel about Air Jordans? I think it's a beautiful shoe. I think it's a beautiful shoe. But that shoe can cost anywhere from $200 to $2,000, and in some cases $20,000 for an Air Jordan shoe. Do I like them? Absolutely yes. I think they're a work of art. But I got these Skechers. I got these Skechers though. And these boys, listen, they so comfortable, I be falling asleep in these boys, right? So that's my point. I love the freeze dryers and all, but that ticket versus what I'm already doing, if somebody gave me a freeze dryer, would I accept it? Absolutely. If somebody gave me some Air Jordans, would I accept them? Absolutely. But until then, I'm just kind of like, is pluses and minuses to both ways of storing food. But this one I already lightweight mastered. It works. It just works, So, and it's totally affordable. You can go to anywhere and find these jars and lids. Led, where can I get that blower heater you got for your daughter? Blower heater? Oh, go back to that video, and my link is underneath that video in the description box and in the first pinned comment. I'm going to show you this right now. I'm building a whole nother diesel heater right now. That's what I was out doing earlier today. Building a whole nother diesel heater. So I'm going to do a video on that one. And that is the H calorie. If you wait, I can give you a discount on that one too. Okay? So that's it, you guys. I ain't going to hold y'all no longer. I just wanted to remind everybody, man, you got a superpower. Don't let people tell you what you can't do, man. This is getting crazy. The crazier things get, the more distractions are happening. Before, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it before. Before, people were like, every time we got like the Achu coming, a war start. Every time they pass a secret bill, Achu start. Every time they do something creepy in the night and change the laws overnight, a war start over here or a riot start. And I start being like, I think there's some truth to that. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but I'm telling you what, let's put it like this. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I sure do believe in coincidences. It's too many coincidences that every time something major happens that affects all of us, either financially or medically or what have you, something else throws you off. If you remember, and I'm not going to get into this, and please let's not talk about the backwards RAW, R-A-W, backwards. Let's not talk about that. But do y'all remember right when they was about to start shooting and going to battle, we're going to call it, once the battle was about to start, how many people remember? The one that's going on now. Right when the battle was about to start, they start talking about damn aliens. They was talking about aliens on CNN. Come on. Now, you might see that stuff on the History Channel and stuff like that late at night. CNN and every news network, they had them dudes down in Mexico talking about some, and they came in our yard. Why is the CNN reporter down in, no, that was Texas, down in Texas, messing with the Mexican dudes talking about the aliens? Don't y'all see? Remember, they so-called have footage of these aliens coming in these dudes' backyard while they barbecuing or whatever, right? They back in the backyard barbecuing after work. Why is CNN and them going to report on this situation? You would think after they found out either it was a hoax or whatever, CNN is going to come back and report them dudes was lying. They stirred up some trouble. They going to jail. They got to go to court, right? We didn't hear nothing else about that alien situation. That pilot that said he saw some and they was following his plane, the passenger plane for 400 miles and they was doing 5,000 knots. What happened to him? He disappeared. All that alien talk that hit us around right before this battle started between these two countries just stopped. Next thing you know, it's a full-fledged battle going on between two countries over here, two countries over there. These two countries is merging because they both don't like us. We woke up, we went to sleep, talk about I think there's life on other planets. They found some aliens down there in Texas. We went to sleep to that and woke up the next day with two battles piping hot, and then one is brewing, and they testing out devastating bombs, I'm going to call them, that could devastate the planet. We woke up to two wars, two battles, and these dudes is playing around with rockets. And these two done joined team because both of them don't like us. And we still like, but what about the aliens? There wasn't no aliens. They just knew that there's so much stuff today we got our hands in and we in the middle of all of it, y'all. We instigators. We instigators. And we got our hands in all this doo-doo. We in the middle of all of this stuff that's going on. And they don't want you to see it. So what do? Aliens. Ain't nothing gonna take your focus off of this wickedness. The only thing that's gonna take your focus off of this much evil and wickedness is two things. Two things, and one, they know they better not touch. The second coming of Christ and aliens. They know we can't say Jesus coming back. We can't say that. That's pushing it too far. I think they'll believe us, Dan. If we no, don't touch that one. Leave that one alone. You know, we only saved that one that's the break in case of emergency. All right? We're going to leave the Jesus excuse right there. We need another good one. Sir, how about aliens? People love aliens. Make them cute. Make them big like E.T. or something. Just shrink the head. That head, too scary. Just make them cute. People love aliens. You know what, Johnson? You got a great idea. Give this man a new office. Great idea. Aliens, run the report. Next thing you know, the whole country is like, hey, y'all hear about that? You go to work. You at lunch. What do they say? Hey, you heard, man, they found some aliens down over in Texas? These Mexican dudes was like barbecuing or something, and they was in the backyard and like, flipping burgers. And an alien was looking through the fence at them like, yo, can I get down with a burger or something? They said that plane was out there and something crawled over their tractor and something. We was all talking about this at work, at school, around the water cooler. The mailman hand you your mail. Hey, you heard it? They saw some aliens. You hear about that? I got some coupons in there, but there's an article on there about some aliens they found down there. What you read my mail for? Distractions. Distractions. And here we are, deadlocked and damn near W Trey. If you ain't ready for this mess that we're all in the middle of, it's not about to happen anymore. We've been saying this for years, and before I even got on YouTube, people were saying it. And we thought they was crazy with their aluminum foil hats. Now look. We smack dab in the middle of this pile of doo-doo. All of us. And if some people still out here don't want to believe that this stuff is happening, they don't want to believe none of this is real. All they believe is they still looking for aliens. Them people still looking for aliens. People is waiting for everybody keeps saying, when do you think it's gonna happen, Led? When do you think everything gonna fall out? When do you think everything gonna go bad, Led? How long do I got left to get ready? When should I start? We already doing it. We already in the middle of this. People asking me when should they get ready? How much time we got left before it start? People don't believe nothing until they get smacked in the face with it. Mike Tyson, you don't believe nothing. Everybody got a plan to get punched in the face. That's what's happening now. Everybody is waiting for the smack in the face to believe, oh my God, Tyson just hit me. Everybody is waiting for that. And they don't even know. You're very welcome, Spiritual Swag. Everybody already know what's happening. Everybody's just pretending it ain't. Look, I'm going to tell you one. Forget it. I'm going to roll with this real quick. Look how bad the distractions is. Listen to how bad the distractions is. And I'm not one of them old folks that's going to start cracking on young people. I'm not going to do that. But I love art. I love art. Look how much of a distraction this is. We have turned hip hop the most powerful, I don't care, you can dispute all you want to, the most powerful tool on the planet besides the word of God right now, let's keep it real, is hip hop, whether you want to believe it or not. Not rock and roll. Rock and roll is just another branch of the blues and R&B and hip hop. Not country, that's just another branch of it. Let's be realistic here. They took the most powerful tool. Hip hop is so powerful. They don't know rock and roll over in Japan and stuff in Korea. They ain't going to Eminem concerts. They go to Eminem concerts. You don't hear about country folks going over in Japan and doing no concerts and selling out shows. Do you? You don't, man. Hip hop has drowned out rock and roll, has drowned out country music damn near till all country that's left sound like hip hop. I don't know Garth Brooks from Jay-Z no more because it all got a funky ass beat, a hell of a bass line, and even he ain't doing the same little scooter boot dances no more. Country girls twerking. Hip hop is the strongest tool on the planet right now. And I'm going to tell you why the powers that be are telling you the same thing. Don't take it from me, even though I'm a hip hop fan. Don't take it from me because I love hip hop. Don't take it from me because I am biased on that. No, take it from the powers just running everything. They know that the power of hip hop is so strong. It's in every commercial. They could be talking about medicine for your bubble guts, but they got a banging beat and they got a rapper in the background. They talking about, what is that? Car insurance, right? Call 1-800-779. Call George Sink now. He got rappers and breakdancers in the back, and he looked like a extra from The Walking Dead. He is there looking like somebody is holding him up with puppet strings because he don't look well at all. But in the back of him, there's an old white dude doing this, and it's rappers and hip hop dudes, even on the radio, call 1-899-994. Hip hop is so powerful that they know how powerful it is. It's in everything. There is no more normal commercials. It got a funky bass line and some rap, if the characters themselves don't rap. Now, the reason I'm telling you about that, the power of hip hop, is because they realize this power of hip hop is like a nuclear weapon. The power of hip hop can be used for evil and good. Once they figured that out, Sexy Red, Sukihana, mumble rap. Once they figured out the power of hip hop, the real, we knew, it's in our DNA, we knew. Once they figured out, like, people love that. Once they figured it out, we're going to use that. And now, not only are we going to use it, we're going to use it for our benefit and help destroy it, because that's how powerful it is. What we're going to do is use that powerful unit to distract everybody. Did you hear what I said? Because hip hop runs the world now. The professor of hip hop to me is KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions. He's a teacher. He's an actual teacher, a professor of the craft. He'll tell you. He helped start this junks, and it runs the world. On the stock market, rap and hip hop is up there somewhere. There's some pork bellies, it's orange juice, and it's hip hop. I'm telling you, somewhere up there it is. I'm trying not to laugh. But once they realize that, like, we can change how women do stuff if we put a couple of I'm trying to watch my mouth because I don't want them contacting me. Dancers, I don't want them contacting me. Once we put dancers in there, stop talking about being righteous and get rid of that. Put this naked chick on there with no bars, no nothing. She ain't even rapping on beat. None of her words is even rhyming. And we're going to make her a star. You mean to tell me? I'm going to tell you right now. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. In my opinion, what's my girl name first? Hold on, because I'm about to hurt your feelings. I'm about to hurt a lot of people's feelings. And because we're talking about distractions of all of this. Hold on, dang, what's her name? The coldest female rapper right now that really, really raps, that really, really sings, really, really writes her own stuff, creative as hell. Y'all gonna make me put. No, not Scarlett. No. People hate her right now because they think she in a cult, but she by herself. Not Raspity. Nope. I just gotta think of her name right now. I don't know why I can't think of her name. Come on. Hell no, not no Ice Spice. Ice Spice. Doja Cat. Doja Cat is the coldest female MC. That's why they hate her so much, because she is hitting on all levels. Nope. You know what? Doja Cat to give Missy a run for her money. Creativity and all. Not SZA. SZA cool. Ain't nobody holding a candle to Doja Cat right now. Not Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj cute. She got bars. She cannot flow like Doja Cat. Period. I'm telling you, I love this hip hop, and I'm telling you right now, can't nobody flow and you ain't got the voice, you ain't got the bars, you ain't got the creativity of Doja Cat. People don't like her. I get it. Missy dope. Missy dope. She is. I'm telling you, like, ain't nobody getting with Doja Cat. Period. It's some people equal. Missy Elliott, I give Missy that. Have you listened to Doja Cat? Stop looking at her cheeks. Listen to them bars, son. Listen to her words. She doing the same thing Missy doing, but she just I ain't gonna sell Missy down the river like that. I'm just gonna tell you, Doja Cat hurting the game. She hurting it. My whole point is this. Why is Missy Elliott, we only see her on a reunion show? Why does everybody hate Doja Cat so bad? Oh, she works with the devil and stuff. No, y'all, she just pissing y'all off and she know what to do, how to do it. You know why Doja Cat is she in the background and ain't #1 artist of the year? Because she's a real hip hop artist. These other chicks, let's forget who the best. You mean to tell me Ice Spice, Sukihana, Dukihana, and Sexy Red can hold a candle to Missy Elliott or Doja Cat? They're #1 on the charts. They are so #1 on the charts, they're letting them visit little kids' elementary and junior high schools. Listen to me. I know I'm saying my age here. Would you be okay with what was her name? Vanessa Del Rio coming to visit your kids in the 80s? I know that's over all y'all head. Would you let Vanessa Del Rio come visit your children at elementary school during lunch hour in the 80s? That's what's happening here. That's what's happening. And now it's just okay. Do you understand? If you listen to these lyrics, and it's a reason why I'm telling you about this hip-hop game and the power of hip-hop, because it's distracting us from all the real stuff that's going on in the world. They turned it evil, and now look at it. We got kids rocking to brown booty holes and stuff. That's a song about booty holes and sucking toes. It's a real, I believe it's #1. It was #1 over the summer. There's a song about buttholes and sucking toes. #1. We don't have to talk about Missy Elliott or Doja Cat. You mean to tell me people chose that over Nicki Minaj? You mean to tell me people chose that over Scarlett? You mean to tell me people picked that over, what's my girl name? Puerto Rican, Cardi B? Come on, man. I just gave. I better go. Internet is shutting me down. I think I done spit too much truth sauce. I done spit too much truth sauce. You mean to tell me we letting them be our #1 artist? They're the ones that's going to accept some trophies at the Soul Train Music Awards and stuff? Them? They gonna walk on the stage and represent us as hip hop lovers? I'm not hating on them because they new artists and they young. I'm hating on them because they are trash. Your bars is trash. Everything they spitting is garbage. Let's be honest. You cannot, a real hip hop head is not going, listen to this. Listen, family, we come from family of Boogie Down Production. Eric B. and Rakim. I could go on and on. LL Cool J. I could go on and on. How did we get here? We got to this point of music, Lord as my witness, and I don't do this for nothing. Lord as my witness. I think it was the Breakfast Club I was listening to, and they played a piece. No, it wasn't Breakfast Club. It wasn't the Breakfast Club. It was Angela Yee show. Angela Yee, I was listening to that while I was driving, and they gave a clip of one of Sexy Red's new song. You want to hear what it sound like? They said, oh, we about to play a clip of the new song from Sexy Red that's all the rage right now. This is what it sound like. Is that, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was so vile, they couldn't play not one word of the clip. So I'm touching my radio like, dang, did my radio go out? You know, this XM radio, I shouldn't be going out. What's going on? Then it came back on Angelita like, yeah, that was Sexy Red new song, something, something. What? It's so bad that you can't even blurp it out? The whole song is blurped out? The only thing that you can play is the yeah. That's what we talking about. That's the only thing you can play? My reason for all of this, if you don't understand why I'm talking about hip hop in this form of fashion, the reason I'm talking about this is this. With all the stuff going on in the world, they're trying to get every single thing they can possibly use to keep us all distracted, to tear us down, because hip hop is tearing us down right now. It is, unfortunately. I have, come on, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to leave. I mean it now. I mean it. J3GS, I'm going to leave for real. Listen. During 2020 and 2021, 2022, during the ACHU, how many people enjoy the versus battles between all the old school artists better than any new song that's on the radio? I enjoyed the versus battles from all of the old school hip hop artists because you could hear the words, you heard the creativity, you heard the flows. I wanted verses to become a normal every week thing. Like, keep this on forever. Because what Versus did, Versus actually put a whole bunch of them, a couple of OG artists came back to the studio. I would listen to anything from Eric B. Look, Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim is back touring again. I would go pay to see an Eric B. and Rakim concert over anybody, anything that done plopped out of somebody's chunks in the last few years. I would, not because I'm used to that kind of hip hop. It's just I can hear them. I know what they saying. And they ain't talking about booty holes. That's not a song. Booty holes is not a song. It's not a song, man. The music, the artists and the music of today, and I'm not an old man getting on young folks. I'm being realistic with the art form. The music of today is equivalent to what used to be in my father's sock drawer, and he told me, stay out of that drawer right there. Don't go in there. Don't let me catch you in there. Don't go in there. I mean that now. Don't go in that drawer. That's what I call it, man. This is sock drawer music, man. This the kind of music in the 60s and the 70s, the early 70s, when I was a little bitty kid. This is the kind of music now is equivalent to my parents sending me upstairs, sending me and my sisters and brothers upstairs. Y'all can't come down here because they about to play an old Richard Pryor record. They about to put Richard Pryor on the LP and listen to Richard Pryor. Y'all can't be down here for that. Go upstairs. Go down in the basement and play. Don't come back up here. Don't come asking for no juice. Y'all stay up there. Take some juice with you. Take some juice with you. We know that was the time. Can I have a honey bun too? Yeah, whatever. Just hurry up. Go. They about to listen to Dick Gregory now. You know? What's my man? Way down in the jungle deep. They about to listen to him. We can't listen to that. That's that sock drawer stuff that they pulled out that was in my daddy old military Foot Locker. You couldn't get in it because it had locks on it. Or it's in his sock drawer. Today's music is sock drawer music, man. People shouldn't be, don't listen to that. Don't listen. I don't want to catch you listening to that. Shouldn't be people, that's not music, man. Dolomite. Thank you, African Dreamer. Way down in the jungle deep. They about to listen to Dolomite records and some Richard Pryor records. You got to go upstairs. That's the music of today, man. That's the music of today. Red Fox. You can't listen to this music, man. I can't have, look, this music embarrasses me if my son is in the car with me and I've just got the radio playing and then Booty Hole song come on. You don't like her, do you? Stay away from them right there. Stay away from them right there. Hear me? You're going to be in jail. Child support and everything. Stay away from them. You see one of them, just say no. I don't got to tell my son and my kids say no to drugs. Say no to Sexy Red. Say no to that. Okay? If you want to talk about it, you can come to me. That's what kids is problem. It ain't drug. They ain't got, these kids these days ain't got no drug problem. They got Sexy Red. Dad, today at school, my friends, don't cry, son. It's okay. It's okay. Tell me what's on your mind. My friends, they tried to get me to. They tried to, well, come on. What did they try to get you to do? They tried to get me to listen to Sexy Red. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, son, no. You tell me you didn't do it. Tell me, son, you were strong enough you didn't do it. Yeah. I just listened to a little bit and I got sick and I left and I ran home. That's why I'm here. Well, go in the kitchen with your mom and get some Pepto-Bismol and put some eye drops in your eyes, some Visine. You shouldn't have listened to anything. You didn't look at the cover of the... No, I didn't look at the cover of a CD, Dad. They don't make CDs anymore. It was streaming. Well, go in there and flush your system out. Go listen to some Rakim. Okay? That's right. You go in there and I want you to you listen to Rakim until you fall asleep. Okay? It's going to be all right. We're going to get through this together. All right? In the morning, I'm going to go to your school and talk to your teacher and your principal about kids walking around with pocketfuls of Sexy Red and they're passing it around like gumdrops. You ain't got to worry about drugs no more. It's the music. It's melting these kids' brains, man. You know? Shit. Let me leave y'all alone for the night. I'm sorry. I meant everything I said tonight. And I'm going to leave this video up because I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We're all distracted. Horrible things is going on. And ma'am, you were right. Everybody can't do what we do. We are ready for this garbage. Right? Right. Listen to Eric B. and Rakim until you fall asleep, son. That's right. As a matter of fact, that was a healthy dose. You go listen to some MC Hammer. Okay? Let's clean the palate with this one. That's what I'm talking about. Some Kid and Play until you fall asleep. That's right. And I want you to watch one episode of House Party. The first episode. The first House Party. We're going to get through this together, kid. Everybody, I love you. Have a wonderful night. Remember, man, we got this. And the woman is right. Everybody can't do what we do. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Leah Farmer 73, I love all y'all. Stay safe, stay warm. Love you, and I'm out. I'm sorry for rambling on, but doggone it, this world is horrible. It's horrible, man. It don't even sound real. It sounds like a horror movie, but we really living it every day. Leah Farmer 73, I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.